And hello, everyone, and welcome back to Cyrus Webb Presents. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again, whether you're joining us on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, X. We appreciate you all being with us. We have some returning guests with us today. We have Chris and Kate Thurman with us. You know, they do a lot of things. You guys know them as the host of Graceful Gatherings with the Thurmans, but they also are the founder of a nonprofit called Angelically Blessed. We're going to talk to them about an event that's coming up that you guys can be a part of coming up on March the 1st. It's called the Angelic Gatsby Gala, a night of elegance and community impact. We're going to talk to Chris and Kate not only about the event, but also the work that Angelically Blessed is doing and how they want you to be a part of this with us this year. Thanks to the two of you for the time. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Hello to you, Todd. Good to visit. Todd is joining us over there on Facebook. So a lot for us to talk about, but I want to start off about how you guys are kicking off 2025, because I've been noticing you already talking a lot about Angelically Blessed, talking about the event. Chris, I want to start with you. I mean, last time we had you on the program, the end of 2024, of course, we were talking about all the great things you guys were doing. What has it been like for you now to be able to shine a spotlight on Angelically Blessed and the work you're doing there?
Oh, it's been great to actually be able to talk about it and have the wheels in motion for the things that's coming up this year. It's feeling great, you know, because we're about to start giving back to the community again and inviting people on board to help us. It's just great.
Yeah. So Kate, how did Angelically Blessed come about? We talked about a lot on this program about Graceful Gatherings, how that started. We talked about your own show, the Kate Thurman Show. But when it comes to Angelically Blessed and the Blessed nonprofit, how did it kind of come about?
Well, Cyrus, I think I shared with you the funny part, but there is a part where, for me, I was one of the people who were impeding homelessness. Actually, I was homeless. I had a house fire and I didn't have anyone. After Red Cross gave us $1,500, we had nothing, nothing but our savings. We drained our savings and we had no one to come and help us. We didn't have that community to come up and say, hey, we got you, let us help you. And so that's one of the reasons why it's a personal thing for me. But and then with talking with Chris, and Chris being such a giver himself, we were talking one day, and I tell you about the funny part all the time, when we were talking about how can we give back, because we were giving back without it being a nonprofit, just giving money. It doesn't matter who it is. If we see someone on the street, we got to make sure that we help that person. And so he said one day, he said, what if we take $5 and get a separate account and put it in and save up to help people? And I remember telling him, I was like, well, by the time we do that, we won't have that much money. We won't be able to help that many people. And so we prayed about it and we found it Angelically Blessed. And the name Angelic came from, Chris always was call me his angelic angel. Yeah, that's where the name that's where the name came from. Mm-hmm. And with us being such givers and our kids, we do it with our kids. One of our board members, our daughter Lakeithia, and I talk about it so much because I'm so grateful. If someone would call right now and said they needed something before we got started, I want to say, before it became a true nonprofit, or when we just got our licensing, we still didn't have any funding. So we would call and Lakeithia would match whatever Chris and I would give. Wow. She would match to make sure that family not only had what they needed, but a little bit more. Yeah. And that's what we love about Angelically Blessed. And anyone we work with, they have to know, we want them to really be a part of Angelically Blessed and knowing the mission. You have to understand and love what we do and love the mission. You have to be givers too. And so we believe we have a great team of people, especially on our board. We just have a great team backing us and helping us out, because without them, Angelically Blessed probably would still be on $5.
Gotcha. Chris, Kate brings up a really good point, and I hope our audience picked up on that, because about people being able to support it, like the two of you, you're a giver, she's a giver, wanted to do something. How does it feel, Chris, to know that people want to support you in what you're doing and help you help other people?
Well, it helps us to keep striving, to do it in a bigger aspect. Because I've always done it, just by myself, like in the store or walking, throughout the streets and helping that way. But seeing how other people wants to help, it gets bigger. We're able to help on a bigger stage.
Yeah.
When people jump in to help us help more people.
Love that. Love that. And that's the great thing. That's why I'm so excited that we can be able to share with our audience and kick off this campaign to really be able to let people know not only, of course, what's coming March 1st, but what you guys are willing to do. So, Kate, I have to throw it to you. I know that you're always thinking big. How did the idea for the gala come about?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I've always, when we started this, and we would have all of these fundraisers, and I was like, shoot. I told someone, I said, at one point I was like, I'm just having expensive parties because something wasn't right. Something right. And so I can't keep having expensive parties because we're not making any money. And I'd rather just give that money to our community. So I prayed about it, and I've always wanted to do a gala. I always thought that was an elegant way to introduce our nonprofit, to get help and get the fundraising that we need so people can really see what we're doing. So I had this whole vision. I was like, I want this, I want this, I want this. They're going to know what we're doing, because it's all about you guys and the world knowing we're here. We're here to stay. We're here to help. And so I felt like the gala was going to be the first place that we should introduce ourselves on a larger scale, because like I said, we were doing all these small ones, and it was just like we were having expensive parties. Even though they were small, they was expensive.
Right. Well, Chris, I'm curious as to your answer about this. You told me the story about how you got roped into Graceful Gatherings with the Thurmans when Kate was telling you about having a show, and then you were going to be the co-host. When she told you about the gala, what were your thoughts?
Oh, with that, I was on board right away. Like,
okay,
yeah. There was no sneaking. no. Yeah. I was on board right away. Wherever you need me, baby, I got you.
Awesome. So let's go ahead and walk through then for our audience, because this is an opportunity for them to be a part of this. I'm going to share the details on the screen, and you also will be able to connect with Angelically Blessed on social media to be able to get more of the details. So again, it's the Angelic Gatsby Gala that's coming up. It's a night of elegance and community impact. You guys can see the date there, Saturday, March the 1st. So, Kate, I want they can see the information there. We're going to let them know, of course, how they can be able to get their ticket. But tell them a little bit about what they can expect there on March 1st at the gala.
We're going to have a fashion show, a 1920s fashion show, coordinated by Dr. Clara Clark. Dr. Teresa Smith and Angelia Smith are program coordinators. They are doing a wonderful job. So we're going to have Cyrus, you're the host. We have Southern Cuisine. We have a silent auction. We have community impact statements that that you guys will know what we do here. You'll be able to see and hear from our community what we do here. You can expect that we're going to be honoring people who Chris and I have watched over the year, and we see what they do in their own community, because it's all a community effort. Even if you don't live right next door to us, what you do, we see what you do, Cyrus. So we wanted to be able to, showcase that we are all here together. We're a team. So that's why we wanted to honor some of the people that we know do some of the same things that we do. So all of that is what you can expect at this gala. Isn't that going to be nice?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. And I appreciate the honor. I definitely appreciate it. And I think, everyone that you're going to be recognizing, I know they appreciate that as well. Chris, I want to talk about that for a moment, because I think, for a lot of people, when they think about the work of nonprofits and things, a lot of times, and Kate brought up a really good point, a lot of times we hear names, but we don't really know what the organizations do. So, Chris, what do you hope people realize about Angelically Blessed, not only, of course, building up to March the 1st, but also once it gets here and people are able to experience it?
Well, I hope people get to see that how we help the community, how we help those in need, and we try to set them up with housing, food, clothes, and how passionate we are about it. And You know, because once you see how passionate we are and that we're willing to do the work to help people, that, you know, they'll hop right on board with us and, you know, help us out, help everybody.
Yeah. Love that. Love that. And we're glad to be a media partner with you guys as well to help spread the word. And I think, you know, for our audience out there, whether you guys are in the Atlanta area or not, you can still be a part of this. You can still be able to give. Donations are also being accepted. I'm going to let Kate and Chris tell you more about that. Ellen, hello to you. Good to be able to see you over there on Facebook. Ellen says, beautiful. It is great work. So I want to ask you, Kate, how does it feel to know that you're able to use this platform to not only be a blessing to others, but also to be able to show what Angelic can be able to do as well?
Wow, Cyrus, that's a good question, because when we first started Angelic Bliss, being able to have a platform like this to talk about was the furthest thing from my mind. I didn't even think it was possible, but it feels good. I feel totally blessed to have a platform, because a lot of people don't when they start a nonprofit. I tell everybody, nonprofit is not for the weak. Yeah. I've had many crying nights trying to figure it out until I learned. And each time I make mistakes along the way. I do. I make a lot of mistakes. I've made a lot of mistakes, but it does not mean that you're going to get it right on the first time. So being able to come on this platform and have this audience to see in real times that, you know, we're here. We got it right. We're continuously getting it right until we get to where God wants this nonprofit to be. So it feels good to have this platform and to be able to talk about Angelic Bliss, let the world know we are here and we are helping. We're here to help.
Yeah. Part of what I know both of you are very big on, and appreciate that, Taz. Glad to be a part of it. Part of what the two of you are big on, though, are lighting the way for other people. So, Chris, I want to ask you, how does it feel to know that you're being able to inspire other people? That people can look at you and say, wow, if Chris and his wife can do that, I wonder what I can do in my community. How does that feel to be lighting the way that way, Chris, as an example?
Oh, it feels great to be the one to light the fire, and then to be able to hold the torch and light other people's, you know, torches and get them going. Like, it just feels great.
Yeah. And Kate, what about for yourself? I mean, you've talked to us about your own journey in life. How does it feel to now be in this place where you've gone from being the one who needed assistance and now being able to offer that assistance to others?
It feels good. I've had several people say, okay, I'm gonna start a nonprofit. I want you to tell me how to do it. And I was like, ooh. I say again, it's not for the weak. It's not like this regular business. You can just start a regular business. We have regular businesses, but this nonprofit is the most near and dear to us. It feels good because I've been through it. I know how it feels. I've been on both sides. So, you know, when you leave home one day and then you come home, you don't have a home. It's like where you gonna sleep. And not having a community or not having a place where I can call and say, I need some assistance. So it feels good for me to know that I've paved the way for some people to want to start a nonprofit. I have several people, and it feels good. At first, I was like, okay, I'll help you the best I
can. Well, look, I love the fact that you said, and really both of you are a great example of this. If it's not coming from the heart, it's not going to work, you know? And I think that's the part that a lot of people don't realize. It's one thing to say you want to do, but if you're not doing it for the right reason, if you don't have that heart like the two of you are talking about, and you can tell this is something you all are passionate about. If you don't have that passion for it, that's going to keep you going through the difficult times, it's not going to work out. And so that's why I'm so excited to help you guys spread the word. We're going to go ahead and show you guys on Kate's page here so you guys can see closer about the view for the information. So there you can see Angelically Blessed Incorporated cordially invites you to the Angelic Gatsby Gala. Now, I'm from Mississippi. Do you guys say gala or gala? What do y'all say?
We heard both.
Gala, gala. I don't know. I say gala.
I say gala.
Okay, all right. Gala it is. A night of elegance and community impact. Again, Saturday, March the 1st is the date from 4 to 8 p.m. You guys can see that at the Morrow Center. And again, the attire is semi-formal or formal. Step into elegance and make a difference. So outside of the event, talk to us about some of the things that people, you mentioned, of course, the fashion show as well, Kate, but tell us what else people can expect at the event.
I talked about the cuisine. Did I talk about the live performance?
No, please tell us about that.
We have a live performance. I'm not going to tell you who.
Okay.
We have a live performance there. We just want to make sure that we have you guys are empowered and you enjoy yourself at the event. We have a few things that's going to go on before, the event. We have the red carpet that's going to happen. We have Cyrus is going to be there on the red carpet. We have Stacy's going to be on the red carpet, but Cyrus, one of our media partners, as he stated, he will be there. We have a lot of things in store for you on that day. It's a lot. Yeah. And I'm excited about everything. Sometimes when I look at it, I say, whoa, we doing all of that? When I talk with Dr. Taz, I'm like, we're doing all that? I love it though.
And so our audience definitely wants you to be able to get your ticket. You can see there's a QR code here on the screen. We're going to be actually sharing this information. Well, tickets are $90 per person. You guys can see there. So definitely it's a worthwhile event to be a part of. And we want you guys to help spreading the word. CMG, my media company, we're going to start with a press release this week going out, connecting Chris and Kate with some local press as well. I'm excited about that, being able to let people know exactly what they're doing. And I think the great thing about this is I'm excited that we get to share what you guys are doing, because I think it reminds people not only what we can do, but I love the fact you guys are a couple doing it together. And I think people don't always see that. And so it's great to be able to see the two of you being able to work side by side in this. Todd says, yes, you were doing all of that.
I just thank you. It is exciting. It's exciting when we're doing a planning when I'm planning with Dr. Taz and Chris and Angelia. It's fun. Sometimes I was like, well, Chris, you were requested on the meeting.
And Todd says, great to see the couple partnership. Exactly. And that's what I love about it too. And so again, Chris or Kate, either one, let our audience know, how can they get more information from you? How can they contact you? I saw the information on there about the souvenir book as well. How can they be able to contact you to get more information?
So you can contact Angelically Blessed 0811@gmail.com, or you can send us a message on our Angelically Blessed page, or Kate Thurman page, or Chris Thurman page. For the souvenir journal, you can contact Angelia Smith. It's actually on that flyer on my page. You can let me see. I wanted to tell you the tickets are going to go off sale 2 weeks before the event. So I want to encourage people to go ahead and get their tickets now. Go ahead and solidify your spot in the souvenir journal. We have we want you to be able to come. That's one thing I wanted to mention. I'm sorry, Cyrus. We want you to be able to come out and showcase your business. Go ahead and get a page in the souvenir journal. It's going to go on our website. Go ahead and become a partner with Angelically Blessed. We need you. Our community needs you. Get your tickets now. Dr. Todd, get your tickets.
Right now.
She said right now.
that is a great, thank you for sharing that. So again, now is definitely the time you guys go ahead, get your tickets, and help spread the word. If you're not in the Atlanta area, you can't come, but you know someone, share the flyer. That's another way of being able to help to spread the word as well. So definitely make sure you guys do that for sure. Chris, Kate, congratulations to the two of you. So excited about being able to work with you on this. And thank you again for the honor of being recognized by Angelically Blessed. It means a lot. Looking forward to our next chat together.
Thank you. Thank you for all you do, Cyrus.
Thank you.
It's my pleasure. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Cyrus Webb Presents. Todd says, help us spread the word. It helps the cause. Exactly. Yes, so true. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Cyrus Webb Presents. Until next time, you all make it a great one. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.